Legislators are hoping to offset a proposed fuel tax increase with a break on vehicle registration fees for residents. A federal judge Thursday dismissed parts of a Laramie church elder's free speech discrimination lawsuit against the University of Wyoming. And after 17 days lost in Yellowstone National Park, Joaquin the pack llama has been found alive and well. Bringing you these stories and more from Wyoming's largest news organization, I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily. A Wyoming legislative committee is banking on the hopes that giving Wyoming residents a break on vehicle registration fees will make up for a proposed tax hike on gasoline and diesel fuel. The legislature's Joint Transportation, Highways, and Military Affairs Committee discussed a bill proposal Thursday that would increase the diesel fuel tax in Wyoming by 5 cents and gasoline tax by 2 cents. The goal of the exchange would be to eliminate the state's portion of registration fees on residents in an amount equal to revenue generated by the tax increases. Supporters of the bill say the idea is for out-of-state drivers to bear the burden of the fuel tax increase. A federal judge Thursday dismissed parts of a Laramie church elder's free speech discrimination lawsuit against the University of Wyoming for naming a transgender sorority member on a sign, but she allowed other portions of his complaint to continue. The university had banned Todd Schmidt from presenting in the student union for 1 year, saying he targeted transgender student Artemis Langford, and Schmidt sued. On August 18, U.S. District Judge Nancy Friedenthal reversed the ban and ordered the university not to censor Schmidt's viewpoint, but Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports that Friedenthal let the bulk of Schmidt's complaint continue.
It's important to note that she kept the main portions of the case intact. Those can go forward in court, and she reaffirmed her position that Schmidt has a very strong free speech case.
However, on Thursday, Friedenthal ruled that Schmidt may not sue University of Wyoming Dean of Students Ryan O'Neill in her individual capacity, but many of his claims could go forward against the university president Ed Seidel, as well as O'Neill, in their official capacities. Well, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell's health is in even more doubt after he awkwardly froze up for about 30 seconds during a press conference in Kentucky on Wednesday. It was the second time in the last 5 weeks McConnell froze up during a press conference, and that puts Wyoming U.S. Senator John Barrasso near the top of possible replacements. That's according to Cowboy State Daily's political reporter Leo Wolfson.
Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming is very much part of this discussion as the number 3 ranking Republican in the Senate. He's very closely connected to McConnell, very loyal to McConnell. He's often seen standing right next to or behind McConnell during press conferences, and he's had nothing but good things to say about the longtime Republican leader.
Wyoming Senator Cynthia Lummis told Cowboy State Daily Thursday that although it's too soon to discuss the future of Senate Republican leadership, she will support the 71-year-old Barrasso in whatever role he chooses to pursue in the Senate. I'll be back with more news right after this.
At Hilltop Bank, we understand that buying a home is a big decision. That's why we're here to be your trusted partner on the path to home ownership. Our experienced mortgage team will guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. We offer competitive rates and a wide variety of home loan options to best suit your needs. With our local knowledge and personalized service, you'll feel confident and comfortable throughout the entire home buying process. Contact us today to start your journey toward home ownership. Hilltop Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
A man accused of kidnapping a Lander woman, confining and torturing her for nearly 6 excruciating weeks, now faces another felony charge. The U.S. Attorney's Office for Montana charged Adolfo Lepe in June for allegedly kidnapping his ex-girlfriend from her mother's home in Lander and taking her to his Montana home, where he reportedly beat, shot, stabbed, punched, and whipped the woman for more than a month before she escaped. But Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports that a grand jury last week added another charge.
The kidnapping charge is already punishable by life in prison, but the grand jury indicted him, adding a charge of methamphetamine and cocaine possession with intent to distribute.
Lepe's jury trial is set for October 30th in the U.S. District Court for Montana in Billings. And after 17 days lost in Yellowstone National Park, Joaquin, the lost pack llama, has been found, recovered, and reunited with the rest of his pals at Yellowstone Llamas. Joaquin was part of a multi-day pack trip on the 37-mile Cache Creek Trail in Lamar Valley on August 14th when several bison ran through an overnight encampment. Joaquin was spooked, pulled up his lead, and ran back down the trail. While several search parties were launched to find him, it was a park visitor that spotted the lost llama Thursday morning near Trout Lake. And that's today's news. You can read about all of these stories and more on CowboyStateDaily.com. I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily.